Mr. Harmless here, and we're going to take a look at number 9. And we learned a shortcut for dealing with exterior angles of a triangle. And so we're going to take a look at these exterior angles. We have 2 of them, this one over here, this one right here. So let's take a look at this one first. We learned that the exterior angle, in this case, this one, is equal to, so I'm going to write the exterior angle for y plus 3. The exterior angle is equal to the sum means add, so I'm going to add 2 things together. Exterior angle is equal to the sum of the 2 remote interior angles. The remote interior angles are not the ones right next to this angle, but the 2 in the triangle that are not right next to it. In this case, this one and this one, right? So there are 3 angles in the triangle. The remote interior ones are the 2 that are not right next to the angle that we're talking about. So then I can write 2y minus 7, and I can write 36. Okay, so now this is a true equation. I may or may not need this equation to solve for anything, but it is true. Let's take a look at the other exterior angle, this one on this side. This exterior angle is equal to the sum of the 2 remote interior angles as well. So I'm going to write this down, 144. The exterior angle is equal to the sum of the 2 remote interior angles. So it wouldn't be this 36 that's right next to it. It would be these 2, this one and this one, right? So I'm going to write 2y minus 7 and 4x plus 2. So those 2 remote interior angles, the sum of them is equal to the one on the outside. Now this is also true. Either one of these equations is a true equation that you could use to solve for any of these variables, but the question specifically says to solve for y. Now, if I try to use this bottom one here, notice it has an x and a y. I wouldn't be able to solve for anything with this one yet. But this first one, all it has is a y as a variable. And so this means I can solve for y using this top one. So for this question, I would focus in on this one. And so let's go ahead and shift gears into algebra so we can solve for y. 4y plus 3 equals 2y. Now, a negative 7 and a positive 36. So if I combine my like terms, it would be 29. I hope I'm doing that correctly since I'm being recorded. Subtract 2y from both sides. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and subtract this 3. And so I get 2y equals, and on this side we get 29 minus 3, which is 26. Divide by 2, and I've run out of room, so I'm going to move it over here. 2y equals 26. Divide by 2. And I get y equals 13. Now, for some reason, the question did also ask to find x. All you'd have to do to find x is take this y that we just solved for, plug it in right there, so that then we could solve for x. But since it doesn't ask for that, all it says is, what would you do to solve for y? I've shown the process by actually working it out. That's exactly what I'd be working for and looking for as a person grading it, and that's all you'd need to do. If you have any other questions, let me know.